He's been an award-winning media personality and producer. As a speaker, he's empowered over 1 million people from the stage. Now one of the leading business coaches and brand experts is taking over the world of on-demand audio. It's the Business Bully Podcast. Now here's the business bully himself, Dave Anderson.
Hey, what's going on? It's yours truly, Dave Anderson. Hope all is well. I'm not going to be on here real long. I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick and let you know what's been on my heart for the past couple of days. And shout out to everybody who sponsors the show, audibletrial.com/bully. Get your free audiobook download. Go over to hackelectronics.com. It's not complicated tutoring. I really appreciate folks really spending the time to pursue what we have going on. If you know of a young black boy who could benefit from mentorship and learning different aspects of life outside of the classroom, head on over to blackboyswin.com and have them apply, or you can donate to the cause at blackboyswin.com. Now, having said that, I'll say this. As a coach, I noticed that there are people in this world who really want it, who are really hungry, who have the desire to make it happen, and they will find the means in order to do so. And then you have people who will say they want it, and then when you give them what they want, they don't know what to do with it. There's an interesting scene from Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight, and he's talking to Harvey Dent after Harvey Dent has half of his face burned off in an accident that basically the Joker caused. But the point of it was, he was like, listen, I'm not a planner. I'm not a schemer. That's not what I do. But, you know, I'm like a dog chasing a Ferrari. Like, I don't know what I'll do when I catch one. I'm just chasing it. I don't make plans. I don't do this outlandish stuff. And so what I find is there are a lot of people who are like that, who have these things that they say that they want to do, and then when they get them or get the opportunity to get them decisively, what winds up happening is they don't make a move at all. They just talk a good game, and they don't really make anything happen. And so what winds up happening is folks get really upset by the idea of what's in front of them. And not because it's not what they wanted, and it's not because it's not what they need. It's because at this point, you have to put up or shut up. If somebody says, hey, okay, you know, I'll give you what you want, or I'll give you the training or skill set or opportunity, venue, platform to do what it is that you say you want to do. At that point, what winds up happening is you have no one else to blame. There's no more excuses. There's no more impossible dreams. You've reached the summit. Like, you're there. You know, you've made your trek. You've done exactly what you said that you were going to do. But what winds up happening is the idea of achievement is something that's off in the distance. You don't have to worry about that right now. So you let back and you relax, and you don't really spend time worrying about it, because that's you know, for some other time. Let future you worry about that, because current you is nowhere near the top. Current you is nowhere near your goals. And what I find is that people really don't want what they say that they want. They like the idea of it. And I want to tell you what it really is. People don't want to actually work for shit. They want to do it. They want to floss. They want to, you know, they want to pose for the gram, but they don't really want to get down to brass tacks and say, you know what? This is the time right now where I'm going to make a difference in my life. I'm going to make a difference for my family. I'm going to make a difference for my community. So what do? What do? They will sit around and they will make things happen. And I don't know how to get people to understand the importance of what winds up happening when they are getting to that level. It bothers the hell out of me that people don't want it. There's a movie called Talk to Me. And there's a character in the movie called Petey Green. And Petey Green is based off of a real person named Petey Green, who had an opportunity to like be, you know, not only a radio personality, but a huge comedian. And there was a guy named Dewey Hughes who was his producer. And Dewey Hughes was like, look, dog, like, you could do this, you could do that, you could do this, you could do that. And he's like, oh, no, I don't want to do all that. You know, because the work gets scary. And one of the greatest lessons I ever learned in business is that you can't want something for someone more than they want it for themselves. And, I'll talk to people. They'll go and they'll make they'll do a discovery call with me at bit.ly/bully call. And what will happen is they'll start talking about the things that they want to do. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we can do that. All right, cool. We can do that. Oh, you want celebrity endorsers? No problem. We can do that. And then I'll start talking about all the work that's involved. Hey, do you have a YouTube channel? Hey, do you have a podcast? Hey, do you have an email list? And they're like, no. They sound like Destiny's Child. No. When it should be, yeah. And so what winds up happening is folks just don't realize how important it is to actually put yourself in that position and how much work it takes to get in this position. All people see is, oh, well, Dave hanging out with T.I. at the Breakfast Club. But you weren't there 30 years ago when I was fighting just to get into the radio station because they didn't realize that I was black because my name was Dave Anderson. You weren't there when people were telling me that the things I was doing was crazy. Now people are doing them like it's nothing. Like, you weren't there for all of those journeys. You weren't there when people were trying to keep me out of the studio because they were afraid that I was going to come and take their job. Or people were trying to blackball me because they knew that I knew things that could ultimately hurt them and their careers, even though I don't operate from that space. So when you see me hanging out with T.I. at the Breakfast Club, don't think that just happened because I woke up and I decided. I woke up and I decided, yes, but there were 30 years prior that you missed for me getting to that point. There was the sacrifice of my childhood that you missed getting to that point. There was the ridicule from my peers in the hood who didn't understand what it was that I was doing to get to that point. And so it takes work. But I did all of that. So that, like Hov said, Hov did that. So hopefully you won't have to go through that. I put plans in place for my clients to make that happen. But the one thing that I won't do is allow people to sit in mediocrity around me. And I understand that for some people, you just want to have a cute little Etsy shop and you just want to make a good, extra 30 grand a year. For some people, that's a whole lot. For me, not so much. Like, that doesn't even cover a year of my daughter's tuition. So I got to move in a different direction. And the one thing that I notice is that people just don't take the time to really investigate how much work goes into that. And people aren't scared of necessarily just the work. The work is a big part of it. But the other thing they're scared of is being held accountable. Because accountability is a bitch. And when you got somebody like me pushing you and telling you, yo, this is what you're supposed to be doing and this is how it's supposed to be done, and I'm not letting you wallow in your excuses or your mediocrity, no, I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. So, yeah, that's all I really had. Like I said, I'm going to start just hitting y'all off with rants and content here and there and let y'all know what's happening. As always, you can get on my schedule if you'd like to sit down with me, bit.ly/bully call. We can definitely make that situation happen because we're out here making moves and not faking moves. So I'm going to check y'all out in a minute. I might come back later on today. I don't even know. But in the meantime, get out of your feelings and into your business, and I'm going to check y'all out later. Peace.